So without further ado, I'm going to give Francesc a call. So nice of him to take some time to talk to us on our anniversary. Waiting for him. Oh, you're not that old? Okay. Let me try again. There's the opening bell on Wall Street. Hi, Francesc.
Hi there.
So nice of you to take some time to be with us today. It's the first time I've ever spoken to you.
Yeah, personally the first time, through email or through Twitter several times, right?
Right, and now you're live. We're both live on the screen together. Thank you so much for coming up with the project of FXstreet. It's helped so many people over the years, and this project that I've been involved in with LAR has been one of the most rewarding projects I've ever been involved in because of how we help people. So thank you for starting FXstreet, and thank you for choosing someone like Carolina to run it, so that and Carolina for hiring Mauricio, because he went to bat for this project and believed in it when not many did, and here we are 2 years later. What do you think?
You don't have to thank me, first of all, and I'm very happy for you and this second anniversary of the bar, and I hope that many more years, in a few years, we will be joining and speaking again, celebrating the 10th anniversary or whatever of the live trading room. So I'm very happy about it. Congratulations.
Thank you. From your lips to God's ears, 10-year anniversary would be nice too. And what's your feeling on the evolution of the FX industry? You know, a lot of people in the FX industry are struggling, cost cutting. Volumes were down last year. You know, with some of the scandals and some of the central bank actions, like the unpegging of the Swiss that decimated some FX firms. Is this the baton death march, Francesc, in FX, or do you think that this is just a pause and FX is going to restart its engines like it did perhaps before the financial crisis?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know. Okay, because I'm receiving mixed messages. On one hand, definitely what happened with the SNB and the decision to let the Swiss franc to float versus the euro had a tremendous impact in the industry. On one hand, a very positive impact because volatility came back. Also, then the ECB with the quantitative easing decision and afterwards the fall in the euro US dollar has brought trend in the market as well. So both volatility and trend has made many to come back, has brought many traders back to trading.
Okay. That's good news.
And that's good news. On the other hand, the S&B made I would say a hole, but more than a hole, it was a huge hole to many players, and they are kind of walking dead zombies are called, these kind of companies. And some of the biggest players are severely hit. Danske Bank was severely hit. We don't really know the real size of the whole because they are not a public company, but they have recognized over 100 million loss. Yeah. FXCM to over 200 million.
Yeah.
IT markets, everyone was severely hurt. So
Big haircuts, aren't they?
exactly.
Yeah.
So right now it's a moment I would say to regain strength, and probably everything that points to that growth will be back in the retail industry in a few months from now. But we'll see.
Well, could it also be that people have finally embraced the bull market in equity bourses across the world, and it's been a one-way street. So all you have to do is buy every dip, and you're always rewarded. I don't care if it's the FTSE or it's the DAX or it's the Dow, and that perhaps if one day, and we all know one day that may change, when it's not a one-way street in stocks, that people tend, when you're not in a bull market in stocks, to look for negatively correlated investments, and a bear market in stocks may actually be bullish for the FX industry.
Yeah, well, I completely agree. Right now, focus also is going back to stocks, and a bull market is negative for FX because it drives attention out of FX and puts it in stocks, but also it's good because the business grows overall. As I said, we're receiving mixing signals, and we'll see whatever it comes. I'm sure that it's going to be positive.
How's it been making the transition from running day-to-day operations to FXstreet to just being someone, and don't say that you're not involved at all anymore as being the founder, being able to step back and delegate that to Carolina, and you just watching from your mountaintop home? What's that like?
Well, I would lie to you if I would say that it's easy. It's very difficult because, well, the company is mostly mine and it's your baby, and
Yeah.
you created 15 years ago, and you're still around, and you want the things to be done like the way you want, and it's difficult, but also
Hard to let go, isn't it?
exactly, very
Right.
hard to let go. It's like letting go your children when they are
Yeah.
adults already. It's hard for everyone, but well, for me, having Carolina made things easier because, well, I already knew her. She was our chief marketing officer for 4 or 5 or 6 years. She did very well, and I was already used to her, and I knew that she was very capable. She was better than me in many things, so it was quite a safe call to make.
Okay. So,
And she doesn't let me put my hands into the daily operation, so
yeah,
she keeps me away.
she's
So,
tough.
well,
Yeah, women are
yeah,
stronger than men.
yeah,
That's what Val said today during our live coverage. So even though you're watching from a distance, and 10, 15 years ago FXstreet was a baby, it's no longer a baby. Do you have, perhaps we could have some type of scoop from you today? What's your future vision, even though you don't control the day-to-day operations, for where FXstreet goes from here into the future?
well, we are in the middle of a changing process. Well, a trader's life is like a company's life. It's a constant evolution. You cannot never stop. And well, we, as you all know, we live mostly from advertisement. Advertisement is not an outstanding business as it used to be, at least in the forex arena.
Yeah, not as many advertisers around.
Well, there are more competition in terms of publishers. We are even competing with Google to
Mm.
attract advertisement spending. and the cake is smaller because they are not spending, brokers are not spending in advertisement what they used to,
Yes.
and there are more players now, but smaller. So the spending per client has gone dramatically down. So the landscape changed, and you have to adapt or die.
So
And
how do you replace that model?
well, it's very easy to say and very difficult to do.
Yeah.
We have tried to replace it in two ways. One, selling services
Okay.
that we didn't do before, like our economic calendar or our news feed. We noticed that a lot of people were coming to visit it because they were very good, and we thought let's sell it to third parties because it's better than what we have. It's better than what they have. That has been a very good business for us. And right now we are changing our advertisement model. We are working to be more an active player, not just a publisher that publishes your banners and that's it, but someone that works the campaign for you. It's more an agency model than a publisher model.
Okay. Well, I have one suggestion, and I know your staff has been on it. That I think that we have the makings to be the CNBC of the FX world with a FX channel going longer than LAR, and I believe the vision is 24/5 of great content and becoming the #1 portal for streaming or a YouTube channel for constant good information flow and content 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. What do you think?
No, I like the idea. In fact, I think that Mauricio is working on it. So
Okay.
he is always a step ahead from me, and if I'm not mistaken, he's working already in something like that. So feel free to pour all your suggestions because they are always very welcome.
Yeah, well, it wasn't my idea. I resist change. I remember when we were first going to start LAR, I resisted the streaming software. Mauricio had to drag me kicking and screaming into the 21st century. And then they wanted to go back to WebEx, but then I loved Ustream, so I wanted to stay with Ustream. And then they were talking YouTube, and I resisted until Mauricio showed me some of the statistics that could be generated on YouTube. So it's really nice to have met you and had a conversation with you, Francesc, and I'm grateful that your idea manifested into one of the best FX portals on the net that gave me a home and really feel like I'm part of the family now. So thank you, Dad.
You can certainly you are part of the family. So and for many years to come.
Thank you, Francesc.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Good hunting, buddy.
You too.
All right. Adios. Well, that's our founder,